Hi, geometry classes. Guess what? I found a way to do proofs online. You won't have to write the proofs out, but you do have to be able to organize them and put the right statements and reasons together in the right order. So let's try this out. I have a sample one here that I'm going to solve for you as we do it. All right, so we have here, this is what you'll get a link and it'll take you to a proof. I did this the particular proof just so that we have something to practice on. This isn't one you're going to have. All right, so we are given that AB is equal to AC and DE is parallel to BC, and we have our diagram over here. Okay, now notice when I use my cursor over here, a little pencil comes up. The reason is that it says click or touch to draw on the diagram. So I can mark this diagram up as I need to. All I have to do is with my cursor, AB is equal to AC. All right, those two are equal. And DE is parallel to BC, which would be those two lines right there are parallel. Okay, so now I need to do my proof. All right, so I have my given here and I'm trying to prove that AD is equal to AE. Well, what we need to do is go down here to our statements and reasons. So these are your statements and reasons that you have to put into the proof when you do it. All right, so let's do this proof. So we want to start out with the given. Usually. So given is AB is equal to AC and DE is parallel to BC, which is this one right here. So you just click and drag over to the statements. And the reason is given. We'll put it there. Okay, now based on what's here, if two sides of a triangle are equal, the angles opposite are equal. That's a reason. Okay, so these two sides of a triangle are equal. What angles would be equal? Well, if it's an isosceles triangle, it's across from the congruent sides, it would be angle B and angle C. So these two angles right here are congruent. Okay, so I just proved that this angle is congruent to that angle. Okay, then I have some other statements here, and I have to figure out where to go from that. All right, so if we have D is equal to B and E is equal to C if lines are parallel. Is that not true? These two angles right here? Yeah, let's put that in there. Now, why do we know that? Because it came from parallel. Parallel lines form equal corresponding angles. So D is congruent to B. These two angles right here are congruent. And E is congruent to C. Those two angles right there are congruent. Okay, now I have that those angles are congruent, and then I want to say that well, I know B and C are congruent, and I know D is equal to B and E equal to C, so can I say that D is equal to E by substitution? Yep. So D is equal to E right there by substitution. There I go. And then if two angles of a triangle are equal, the sides opposite are equal is my reason. So I just proved that D and E are equal, so that means that AD and AE must be equal. So that is the statement. That is the reason. All right, statement, reason. And there we go. And let's see if we're right. All you have to do when you're done is go up here and click correct. Or grade it. If it comes up correct, then you did it correctly. Now, if you did something wrong, you have to try it again. Now, every time that you refresh this, it'll do the screen, so you'll have to start over. So keep that in mind. Now, suppose I made an error here. Let's say I had these two backwards. All right, if you click that, it's going to tell you try again. So let me switch those back around. There we go. And now it's correct. Effect grade, it's going to be correct. Okay, so what I want you to do when you have finished this is take a screenshot of this top here. What I'm looking for is this part and the correct that shows me that you did it right. Take a screenshot of that and paste it into the document that is posted on the Google Classroom. Okay, so we're going to see how this works. So your assignment is going to be to do the ones that are on the links for today.